What's up, Keep Pounding crew? Back to that with another video. Keep pounding. Today's topic is draft trade down possibilities and our eventual plan to deal with those. If you like the video, if you like the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, select all, and leave a comment down below if you feel like doing so. Let's dive on in. Now, we're going to start by looking at what players we're targeting. Now, first round, we're targeting Sewell. And if we cannot get Sewell, that leaves us with possibility of Kyle Pitts. That also leaves us with the possibility of Patrick Surtain and maybe Mac Jones, if he's still there. That ain't much to play with. Now, here's where things get interesting. We attended Patrick Surtain's pro day, but we had 2 virtual meetings with Samuel Jr. of Florida State. Now, why is that important? I'll tell you in just a minute. But first, let's consider why we should stay away from Slater, why we should stay away from Leatherwood. Is the catching that they do. And what do I mean by catching? Big Cat explained this in his video pretty well. And I noticed it way before Big Cat even noticed it with Leatherwood. But now I've got a name for it. And what they do is they step back a couple of steps and they catch the defender as they're bull rushing. Now that's considered a very bad technique. And a lot of those players that are offensive tackles, guards, centers are going to get absolutely run over by players in the NFL, by the pass rushers that are currently in our division and around the NFL that we're going to be battling in the next 5 years. So, does not look good. Does not look good at all. So that's why we avoid Slater, we avoid Leatherwood. So taking them off the board, what does that mean? We can't get, say that we can't get Leatherwood. We can't get Slater. Since we're taking them off the board, and Sewell is not there. Mac Jones is not there. We're not totally sold on Patrick Surtain, and we don't want to draft a tight end first round. Wide receiver is still an option? Maybe. Maybe. If you see Justin Fields, it's a tempting offer, right? But let's just say none of those options are on the board, and you're left with Kyle Pitts or Patrick Surtain at 8. So we start looking at other options and trading down. Now here is my proposal. The first team we need to start looking at is the Philadelphia Eagles, who have a 12th spot. Now, they don't need that 12th spot, but they have it right at the moment. So, we trade down with Philadelphia. We ask for a third this year, and we also ask for a fourth next year. What that's going to do is that's going to replace the fourth round pick that we used to draft to trade for Sam Darnold. Correct? That leaves the second round pick still gone in the 2022 draft. Now keep following this. Any other pick in that trade with the Eagles in the trade down is negotiable. You're talking like a sixth or a seventh, right? Extra. Who cares, right? But, if you want to add those in, you can add them in. Then, if we successfully pull off that trade down, then we look at New England. New England is at 15. Now, New England, it's widely known that they're looking to trade up, probably for a quarterback. Now, this is going to be a hard sell after you've moved down with Philadelphia. This is where it gets a little tricky because New England is either going to want to go way up to 8, or they will listen to your trade offer at 12 and potentially give you a third or a fourth pick in this year's draft. And why is that important? Because all the talent is going to be in the third or fourth round. It's going to be a gold mine of talent in the third round. So, what we asked them for is a third or a fourth round pick to move down 3 spots. Now, after this trade is done, we pick up Samuel Jr., the cornerback from Florida State, at 15. Now, he is going to drop probably no further than 20. That's my guess. Same with Tevin, and same with Samuel Cosmi. So, you really, really want to push for no further than 15 on trade downs. No further than that. Any further down, we end up hurting ourselves. So, that being said, in summary, you get 2 extra third round picks. You get a fourth from next year, replaced. And you get a possible extra sixth on top of that. Now, before people go and say, oh, we're not playing Madden here. We're not playing Madden here. These are not Madden values, ladies and gentlemen. These are real NFL values for these picks. Try them out and see in any mock draft that will work. I've tested it. I know. Several times. So, before anybody goes and claims, stop playing Madden, put down the controller. No. This ain't Madden. This ain't Madden. This is real values right here. And Scott, I highly encourage you to look into these trades as a plan B if Sewell is not there. Sewell is our main target. Always has been, always will be for this draft. If he's not there, Then we go to plan B and we start the trade down offer sequence. And if it works the way that I have suggested it works, we're going to find a gold mine in the third round. And we're going to make Sam Darnold only worth a second round pick. We got him for a second. You know? Think about that, ladies and gentlemen. I can live with that, can you? That makes me very satisfied. I can live with that. A second, a fourth, and a compensatory pick? That's too much to give up, in my opinion, for Sam Darnold. But, again, beggars can't be choosers since we couldn't get Stafford in the trade. So, which was the right thing to do. We made the right offer. I feel like we should have offered another player probably in that trade. But, you know, who's going to predict that the Rams are going to go crazy? So, you know, who's going to predict that? But I think this offer is going to work out really, really well. And if it does, we're in the money. We're in for some really good picks. And we could possibly go after a couple of players that I'm suggesting here in the second round and possibly the third, which I'm highly suggesting we look at Chaz Surratt in the second round from North Carolina. And in the third, Amari Rodgers from Clemson would be a luxury pick for us at wide receiver. Imagine him in our wide receiver core with Sam Darnold throwing to him. Everybody's sold on Sam Darnold right now, or almost sold on him. You know, think about that with a healthy Christian McCaffrey in the backfield and an offensive line to protect Sam Darnold. Nasty. That is fire right there. That's fire. If you don't see that fire right there, I don't know what to tell you. Because that's... Bro. Amari Rodgers is a beast. And Powell is a very good late round pickup as well, if you miss out on him. So, you know, from Clemson, if you want a Clemson wide receiver, that's the way to go. Is one of the two of them. You're winning in either category, either one you pick up. So, I think, you know, this is going to be a very, very interesting draft. I'll be dropping some other videos on second round options, third round options, fourth round options, fifth round options, and sixth round options later on. So, once I have constructed my draft board, I'll be posting that as one big video, is what I'll be doing. So, be looking for that. Hopefully, my goal is to find some players on this draft board that management is not looking at, that they should be looking at. And likewise, the players that they're taking a look at that are not on my board, I would be happy to take a look at them myself. So, if you've got any names, drop them in the comment section, and I will take a look at them. And I pretty much scouted everybody. There's about half the list of wide receivers I'm still looking at as far as film review is concerned. But otherwise, drop a name. I'll tell you what I think in the comment section or in a video tomorrow. So, before draft day. But the reason I waited so long for this video to go out strategy wise is because I don't want scouts taking a look at this video and saying, oh, this is our strategy, and stealing it and knowing exactly what we're up to here in Carolina and using that against us. So, I laid out all the pieces on the official pages, so put two and two together, folks. And Scott, if you take me up on my advice, I thank you very much for doing that. And I hope this strategy pans out for you. If not, that's fine. If you got a better one, go for it. Let's see what happens. But maybe consider part of my strategy and see what happens. But thank you for listening and taking the time to hear me out. I thank you very, very much for that, and I wish you the best of luck in this draft. I hope you get some really good talent. And bring them to Carolina, man. Bring them home. Bring them home. And lastly, before I end this video, I want to say, can you please drop a like and comment "keep pounding" in all capital letters for my YouTube partner Carol, who's going through surgery tomorrow. So thank you very, very much. She will be in surgery when this video drops. So thank you so much for the support. We're a family. Never forget that. We may agree, disagree, argue, dispute all day long about players and management and coaches and everything else. But at the end of the day, we're a family. So show some love, please, to my partner, Carol. And pray for her if that's what you do. And if not, wish her well, please, in the comments. Thank you very, very much. Have a great day / night / whenever you're watching this video. Until next time, keep pounding.